Hola, ¿qué tal? Bienvenidos a el sexto episodio de la serie Game of Thrones para PC. Vamos a ver dónde lo vamos a dejar. Me enredo. Vamos a seguir donde lo dejamos, entrando a la mansión Sarwick con nuestro servidor, el Alistair, y su amiguito. Bueno, disculpen los capítulos pasados, es que de verdad estaba creando todo de golpe porque voy a salir de viaje y pues esto va a estar ocupado. Por eso también omití muchas partes porque es que de verdad, donde no hubiera hecho, hubiera salido casi 6 con este o 7 episodios y hubiera comido los diálogos completos. Que es tristísimo toda la cantidad de diálogos que hay, o sea, triste, triste. Sabemos cómo funciona esto, la cámara es bastante mala. Es como si estuviera sucio. Esta es la cocina. Carta de Gawain. Milia Lambert, la casa Sarwit está de luto. Mi padre y señor han muerto, y me acusan de asesinarlo. Todo forma parte de un plan para impedirme acceder a mi legítima herencia. Viajo a toda prisa hacia desembarco del rey. Debo ver al rey Robert para valer mis derechos y poner fin a estos malvados rumores sobre mí. Asegúrate de que todo esté listo para mi llegada. Gawain Sarwick. O sea, venía.
No, this door opens onto the square. Not exactly a discreet exit. No, this door opens onto the square. Not exactly a discreet exit.
Ok.
Our manse was ransacked. The City Watch really had a field day.
Calzas de malla mercenario. ¿Qué tal son estas botas? Vendámoslas. Mi dulce Gawain. La señora Chataya dice que últimamente siempre estoy gruñona cuando me traen nuevos clientes. ¿Cómo no estarlo? Cuando el sonido de tu cálida risa aún resuena en mi alcoba. Tu leal Lambert me hizo creer que pronto volverías a desembarco del rey. Será el momento perfecto para terminar la partida de Sibase, que aún estaba en mi mesa. ¿Aún recuerdas la apuesta que hicimos? Tuya, Falena, que aún te ansía.
I see. It would appear that my little brother developed an infatuation for one of Shataya's whores. I must pay her a visit.
Oh, mierda.
Unbelievable. We have guards at every entry point, but there's always a rat who manages to crawl in. Come on, men. There's vermin to get rid of here.
Esto está muy difícil así. Darle. Uf, esto va a ser difícil. Pero rápido. Ay, me estoy ¿en serio? Creo que es buena idea. Es muy buena idea. Tener estos dos kits de habilidades. Que es difícil usar el arquero. ¿Qué recibí? Tengo ni idea que recibí. ¿No hay más? No. La supermansión, diría yo, ¿no? Super cool rey. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ir al burdel. Bueno, esta serie me está gustando un poco, la verdad, no. No es que sea super wow, qué buena serie, qué buen juego. O sea, pero sí, o sea, satisface mis expectativas sobre un juego del 2014. Es un juego low cost, entonces. Y más de hace 4 años ya. Y con un motor del Unreal. No está mal los gráficos, eso sí. Pero no sé, creo que le hace falta, le hace falta. Además, no hay continuación de esta saga, así que. Not bad. Mapa. Hacia allá, sí estamos yendo bien. Acá, llegamos. Casa de Chataya. Chataya. Mm. Bueno, vamos a ver. ¿Qué nos espera ahora? Si alguien me toca censurarlo con letreritos.
Oh, intriguing. Do you think we can...
Of course, if he wants it.
Lo
But
que si él
someone has
quiere,
to
pero.
do it with him.
Hola. Me llamo Alex. ¿Sí? Alex. Alester, perdón. Chataya.
Now here's a visitor who brings back pleasant memories. Is that really you, Sir Alistair?
It has been a long time, Shataya.
It has been years since you honored us with your presence. It's been so long. I thought you'd lost interest in houses of pleasure.
You weren't wrong about that. My eyes have been opened to the light of Relore, and I took up the red robes of priesthood.
The gods gave us voices with which to sing their praises, hands to build their temples, and desire to honor them through our love
Okay.
making.
You
Que no la
haven't
había.
changed, Shataya, but I have.
Excellent. If there's anything I can do to lighten your worries, it would be my pleasure. Just ask.
I'm looking for a certain Felena. Is she one of the girls in this house?
Felena is one of my most enchanting girls, and she is well educated. She will be just impertinent
Okay.
enough to please you, my dear. I'm surprised that you know her.
I learned that she was, rather close to my brother.
Of course. I should have known. Gowan very much enjoyed Felena's attentions. Would you care to spend some time in her pleasant company?
It would be a pleasure.
Do go upstairs. Her room is at the end of the corridor on the left. She has been rather sad as of late. Perhaps
Okay.
you will succeed in comforting her.
I'll see what I can do.
That one there.
Yes, sir.
Not for the...
It's always a pleasure talking to... Intriguing. Do you think we can...
Of course, if he wants it. But someone has to do it with him.
¿Hacia dónde quedas? Acá. No hay nada así que recoger. No creo. ¿Es hacia arriba o es hacia allá? No entiendo. Es hacia arriba, creo.
Is there something I could do to make my lord feel more...
One little jiggle from her. Lots of things, my dear, lots of things. But I'm in no haste. I'll have a drink first, and pour one for yourself.
No sé. Creo que sí estoy bien.
You must be cheating, you little slut. I know it. Over here, girlies. My friend here needs fresh meat.
Ok, esto es muy Juego de Tronos, los bordales. Los bordales sí, siempre.
Now there's an idea. Yes, do it.
parece muy Juego de Tronos, la verdad. ¿Qué hace acá esta gente? What?
Many pardons, my lord,
Avaris.
but are you not Sir Alistair Sarwick? I heard tell that you had returned to the Seven Kingdoms.
Indeed. You appear to know much about me. To whom do I have the honor of speaking?
I realize that my impromptu intervention might have startled you, my lord, but pray, do not take umbrage. The return of a war hero could not help but attract my attention, particularly when his return proves to be so ostentatious.
I won no honors in the war, just
Os habéis
scars.
presentado.
But you have yet to introduce yourself.
Your modesty does you honor, my lord. You forged quite a name for yourself fighting for King Robert in his rebellion.
A ver.
Excuse my rudeness. I've not yet told you my name. I am Lord Varys, and I hope
Vale,
you will
siempre he sido
count
una
me
rata.
as a friend. We never crossed paths 15 years ago, but perhaps you have heard of me?
Lord Varys. Oh yes, I know you. You were Master of Whisperers to old King Aerys Targaryen. I did not recognize you, disguised as you are. I remember a more elegant man of the court.
Elegant.
Well, I am delighted to hear that. Let us simply say that I sometimes prefer to go unnoticed.
You haven't changed. Already in the time of Aerys, it was said that you had eyes in every court in Westeros, and that you knew everything about everyone. We rebels called you the Spider. Some of our lords were wary of you. You made some enemies
Sí, la
along
araña,
the
se le han
way.
dicho la araña.
Alas, the people of the Seven
Son niños.
Kingdoms have little affection for eunuchs. All of those noble knights and...
Bueno,
But
creo
in
que
the
va a ser
Game
un
of
poco...
Thrones, information is power. Those who most despise us are often the first to benefit from our whispers.
Please pardon my curiosity, Lord Varys, but I find it surprising to see a person...
Well, there are 1,000 little nothings to be learned
Yo
in
quasi
this
lo
sort
sabía.
of establishment. Whores may... And since King Robert was kind enough to keep me in my position, I have much to do here.
It would really surprise me if our meeting were purely chance.
Indeed, but my intent... I wanted to discuss the Baratheon rebellion.
Why not? There is one question. Is King Baratheon a better king than Targaryen?
Old King Aerys was mad, my lord. His habit of burning the great people of the kingdom alive could only bring him to ruin. After that, any idiot could have passed for a good king. As for his majesty,
Por un buen rey.
Robert, his subjects loved him. Of that I have little doubt. But he pays I fear that a new storm... Does that knowledge make you regret your part in the rebellion?
No. The causes and consequences of the war mattered little to me at the time. My only concern was to obey Tywin Lannister. Had he ordered me to fight alongside the followers of Targaryen, I would have gone...
You were just one young knight amongst hundreds of others. He dragged you into that war and you...
At the time, Lord...
Why such bitterness, my friend? You could have brought renown, fortune, and glory to... And yet, when the time came to reap the benefits of your efforts, you turned away and left Westeros. I admit that...
The rebellion was not nearly as noble as it is portrayed in the tales and songs. It is one thing to face an armed enemy. It is quite another to attack those who are... Let us say that the last orders that I received left a bad taste.
It was a courageous decision, sir. Perhaps it would interest you to learn that your old squire, Valar, did not... Lord Tywin Lannister covered him in gold and knighted him to reward...
For his unspeakable brutality, you mean to say? I had the opportunity to behold. Such a wild beast should not be left to roam free, much less granted a command.
Have a care, my friend. Sir Valar has become an... He is a faithful supporter of Queen Cersei's. I strongly recommend that you avoid making such remarks in public.
I watched him grow in both size and ferociousness.
What a Now, I'm afraid that I... Please excuse me. Make the most of your stay with Chat.
Ok, sí me tocó sí darle un poquito más o sea, de agilidad. Porque no quiero que nos comamos tanta historia, ¿sí? Ah, qué buen motor, no se ve el reflejo. Hay un baño. Falena.
You are Felena, if I'm not mistaken. Shataya said that I might find you here.
You are not mistaken, my lord. How might I please you?
A one-on-one will be enough to satisfy me. Preferably far from prying ears.
My lord needs only close the door. At Shataya's the...
Slow down. I just want to speak with you.
Oh, in that case, it will be done according to...
I am Alistair, of House Sarwick. I imagine that means something to you.
Sarwick? By the maiden, you are from Gawain's family, are you not? Did he send you? How is he? When will he return?
By Relor's flame. Why are you so concerned with my brother's fate?
My lord, I know the realities of my profession. Shataya treats us well, but in a few years I will be too old to draw
Inteligente, ¿no?
men's eyes. And what awaits me then? Begging or walking the docks? I wish for Lord not to marry him. I'm not that naive. But he has always been attentive and charming. He will make...
I understand your worries, but all of this does not tell me where he is. You recently sent him a love letter. You seem to be aware of his movements.
Lambert, his servant, would send me news. He told me that Lord... so that he wouldn't forget to pay me a visit.
He came here.
Yes, but my message was for naught. He came to... It was I who washed the dust of travel from him. He did not even go to his home first.
Well thought. Knowing that the gold cloaks were likely
buena
watching the
decisión.
house, coming here was a good decision.
He was very nervous. He hardly spoke to me that night. I tried to ask him questions about the patricide rumors. The last thing he said was that he would go to the Red Keep, that the crown would hear what he
Eso, a
had to
ver.
say, and that he had more. He left at the first light of dawn. I have had no news since, and the gold cloaks continue.
Indeed. It would appear that Gawain never returned to the Sarwick residence.
What do you plan to do, my lord? The city watchers searched for him in vain for days. Even Lord Varys
Que
does
tiene
not
que
know
ver
his
varios
whereabouts.
esto.
You spoke of Gawain with the eunuch.
He asked me questions, my lord.
Strange. Why would the Master of Whisper...
I don't know why, but Lord Varys has always been good to us. As far as he knows, the City Watch never caught Lord Gawain.
Yes, I thought so. They can... I will go to the Red Keep.
Wait, this cloak belongs to Lord Gawain. He forgot it. Take it, please.
By the fire! That's Sarwick Giltwaters. Indeed. A cloak is more appropriate for...
Lord Gawain wore it when he would come. Since he was a wanted man, he feared it would attract too much attention, so he preferred leaving it here.
This cloak is worth a fortune.
You're making me blush. Frankly, if the gold cloaks were to find it, I pray to the maiden to help you in your search.
I would need more than the help of an imaginary goddess. But I appreciate...
A ver, fine. Ok. La lavadora de Sarwick. Aquí qué habrá, no sé. ¿Qué hay?
Now there's an idea. Yes, do it.
Ok. Otro chivo. Creo que voy a bajar.
Lots of things, my boy.
Oh, oh.
There, that's him. Halt there. In the name of the crown, I arrest you.
What is it I stand accused of, officer?
You are accused of murder. Guards from the City Watch were killed in your home just today.
I have no idea what you're talking about. I just arrived in King's Landing. Men died in my home? Do you have any leads?
You're quite confident, Sir Alistair, but your story isn't fooling anyone. Several witnesses saw you leave your home immediately after the incident.
The King's justice concerns everyone, my lord, even people of your standing. Give yourself up.
What will become of him?
He will be stripped of his weapons and brought to the dungeons of the Red Keep. If he's found guilty, tradition allows him to choose his own punishment. He will either be sent to the wall to take the black, or be beheaded.
Now that's an amusing notion.
And if you should be foolish enough to resist, my men are just outside, and they would eagerly welcome a chance to avenge their brothers in arms. A simple gesture from me, and this brothel will be left in ruins.
Sir Alistair, I pray, none of that here. Think of my girls.
Very well, officer. I'll follow you.
Sí, ok. Ok, nos arrestaron. Ush, está quemado. O sea, what the fuck? Está quemado.
Courage, Alistair. Courage.
Okay.
A few days spent in the dungeons of the Red Keep won't be the death of me. They're bound to send me someone to speak with.
Ok, vamos a ver. Estamos dando vueltas.
Hello, Lord Sarwick.
Vamos a dar vueltas.
Lord Varys?
It is too bad these surroundings are not as pleasant as our last encounter. How
Long. I had expected a quick trial when the men of the City Watch came to arrest me. I was mistaken. You are the first person to come and visit me. Why are you here? Usually my only visitors are rats.
You see, the fact that you don't seem to... Your escape will go unnoticed.
My escape?
I am here.
What could you...
The balance of the Seven Kingdoms is delicate, and it is clear that you have...
Thank you for your concern, but I refuse to leave these cells. I prefer to await my trial.
You are quite the...
I am sorry if I've ruined your plans. I intend to meet with the... To do that, my name must be cleared.
Cleared?
Who has accused me? One of Valar's so...
I see. It may not go as smoothly as you imagine. In the meantime, Savala will have wed your sister.
What?
I can get you an audience with...
I doubt that a fugitive would be allowed to...
You only knew Cersei Lannister as a naive... Since her marriage, she has become a strong-willed queen with a... She has been filling the court with her creatures.
So?
Thus, the virtue she prizes... That is how Savala moved up in court, and therein, paradoxically, swear blind allegiance to the queen, become...
And you believe that Valar will just sit there and allow...
Oh, I doubt that very much. It is quite likely. Of course, he will try to remind her of her commitments, but she has never been capable of the same loyalty that she demands of her. Impress her. Make yourself more desirable than your rival, and you will win.
How do you
As you may imagine, I have no desire. Here is the key to your cell. Once I've left, you will leave. You will find the guard asleep at his post.
Very well. And the others?
Don't worry. In the very depths of the Red Keep, there are paths known only to ghosts and...
Are you saying that the throne room can be accessed?
Indeed. When the Red Keep was built, King Maegor the Cruel made certain that the fortress... These passages allowed his spies to... It is said that Maegor had every man who worked on its...
Apparently that...
Indeed. But don't forget, Lord Sarwick.
I see.
Pass by the row of cells across from yours. Look for the one with the flagstone on the floor. It is a passage towards the tunnels. Past that point, be on your...
Very...
Good.
Bueno, voy a darle.
By the flame. It's our quartermaster. So he's the one I heard yelling. May R'hllor welcome him to his light.
Ok, vamos a ver.
Wine's too strong, eh? Obviously Varys truly knows how to live.
Ataque, ataque. Ataque. dado nada? No. Las cosas de ser Alistair. Me están llamando what? Flechas de punta ancha. Vamos a ponerlas acá. A ver qué tal nos va. Ya. Listo. Vamos a ver qué dijeron acá, ¿cierto?
There, the dragon. The passage that Varys told me about must be hidden in that cell. The Lord guide me, you who see all. Reveal to me what is hidden in the dark.
Ok, sí, ya quita este letrero, por favor. Ya listo, creo. ¿Hacia arriba o hacia abajo? Hacia abajo. Hacia abajo, hacia abajo. Creo que aquí es... O sea, es un juego muy deductivo, la verdad. No hay mucho que hacer o para ver, la verdad. Solo hay un camino posible siempre, no hay más. Y no puedes escapar del combate, que es otra cosa bastante importante. A ver...
Is this a jest? Did you really think he could come through here? We don't even know where here is. Let's keep looking, agreed? That's right. We'll keep looking. And if we find anything resembling an exit, I'm getting out of here.
Ok, los capas doradas. Ese va a estar feo. Bastante, pero bastante feo va a estar esto. Aquí no puedo meter, no. Vamos a cambiar de armas. Voy con el arco. Un arco un poquitico mejor. Vamos a ver. Más catacumbas. No sé, la verdad no sé. Por acá, creo. Vamos a ver qué tal. ¿A quién están matando? madera pequeño. Tiene que ser que hace tanto, entiendo. Mátala, por favor. Vamos a ver. Ataque. Vamos a ver. Ataquemos. Nice. Creo.
Thank you, my lord. One might say that
You.
Lord Varys sent me. He...
Well, how very considerate of.
I was also to warn you that the gold cloaks...
I saw that. Enough talk.
Of course, my lord.
Espadándola. El pajarito se llama. Creo que tengo para destruir puntos. Sí. Sobre habilidades proyectiles. Pues aquí. Vamos a ir con espadas. Quiero una cosa, yo tengo proyectiles flecha de punta ancha, ¿cierto? Que son punzantes. Voy a ir siempre con punzantes, entonces... Flechas embotadas, virotes embotados de punta ancha. Embotados, 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 embotados. Voy a querer mejorar estos. Y un poco más de estos. Que son los que tengo ahorita. Pero voy a pasar a medio.
There's a door over here. If only I could find the mechanism.
Let me see.
Más dinero. Aquí hay una salida. Ok, acá hay botín. Hacha carnicero y... ¿O un hacha carnicero es de 2 manos o una mano? Nah, vamos. Es una mano pero es peor. Acá atrás. ¿Ya estuvimos? Que presione. Oh, ya. Se me salió un momento. Tengo bastante oro ya. Bueno, creo que lo voy a dejar acá. Nos vemos en el próximo capítulo. Y gracias por ver. Hasta luego.